So for my hang high pull, we can either use a trap bar or a barbell. I would prefer a trap bar, but if you don't have a trap bar, we could use a barbell. So I'm gonna go with a hook grip. So that means I'm bringing my thumb around the bar and then I'm bringing my finger over that thumb, or some people like to go 2 fingers over that thumb. That way it doesn't slip out of our hands. So with my arm length, I like to go right around the seams on the barbell. Now, a lot of you have longer arms. You might want to go a little bit wider. That's okay. So I'm just going to deadlift it up, all right? Now, this is my base position. Notice I have a slight bend in the knee. From there, think about our RDL that we've been doing, where we shift the hip backwards. So I don't go down by bending my knees. And if you do that by bending your knees, you're actually gonna feel a little pain in your back. So I want you to keep that initial knee bend, and then from there, it's just hips back. So I'm hinging from the hips. Once that bar gets right above knee height, I'm exploding as hard as I can, and I'm just throwing this bar upwards like that, okay? So I wanna end in this position. Now, it's not a lift where we do the hinge, we come here, and then we lift with the upper body. All of that momentum is coming from the lower body, transferring through the core into the upper body. So I need it to be fast and explosive. So we're here, and then boom, finish high. You finish on the toes like you're gonna take off for a jump, but your feet aren't gonna actually leave the ground. Okay, this is a advanced exercise. Now, if you've been Olympic lifting, you're probably familiar with brushing that bar so you can kind of hit it on the top of the thigh and pop up. The majority of us, we don't need to worry about that right now because that's gonna take a long time to learn and it's gonna hurt your thighs for a while in the process. So I would rather you just think about getting to that good RDL position, that good hinge position, and then just exploding as hard as we can. Only thing, if you're not going to brush and you're not gonna hit the top of the thigh, I don't want you to bring the barbell out here. I still need it to be on one line all the way up, close to the body, all right? If we get it out away from the body, we're probably gonna feel it more in the lower back. We're gonna decrease our power output. Now, there's a couple different options here. After we finish, we can either just drop the barbell if you're in a gym that allows that and you have bumper plates, or you can actually catch it. So catching it is higher stress to the body, but it's also good because you get a little eccentric work on the catch, so it's not a bad thing. Personally, since I have the bumper plates, I prefer to rip as hard as I can, drop it, and then pick it back up and go from there. Okay, now if you have a trap bar, it's gonna be the same thing, except slight bend in the knees, hinge from the hips, go all the way until your knuckles are even with your knee, and then it's gonna be explode from there, all the way up to the toes, toss that barbell up. Now, on the barbell, we would normally finish here. With the trap bar, we finish here. So the elbows go backwards instead of out to the side, all right? Now, if these are too advanced for you, because this is, you know, several years of strength training before you should really be doing explosive hang high pulls, if that's the case, I want you to go hinge and explode to the toes. So it's just hinge here, explode to the toes, and then back to that slight bend in the knee, hinge, boom, explode to the toes. You're really thinking about pulling the hips through, squeezing the glutes. This is gonna set a good foundation and really build towards that hang high pull. All right, let's get it.